Hello and welcome back to Advanced Tactics Gold. We're playing as United States in September of 1939. The weather's going to turn bad at some point. I'm sure we're going to see some snow up here in the north for sure on the map, since we are the northern part of the map. Okay, I think we did everything we wanted to do. Let's see if it works out the way we expected. We had a little bit of history last time, didn't we? What happened? Oh, that was right there. Okay, I think we looked at that, didn't we? Yeah. Let's go to the next turn. And I'm curious to see. Hopefully the Russians won't attack us. I hope not. I'm not quite ready. I only have that one cav unit up there in the northeast, there by Anchorage. Okay. No fighting there, it looked like. There was some things happening. Only the one thing. Oh, he took this one. Okay. He's expanding out there too. How far can I get around? Let's first of all look at the supply situation here. Okay, we're on green still. That was good. Let's move up as far as we can. We can go all the way over there. Okay. Okay, so I think that's as far as we're going to go, because here he will auto-expand into this one, I guess, and he will take the coast. That's unfortunate. I wanted to get that coast, because now he could build like a port here or a shipyard and sail across. Seems maybe unlikely, but I would rather have had that there instead. And as you can see, our garrison units now have some strength to them. 38 there for the second garrison unit. Where does that come from? Well, they were 0 last time. Well, you probably know already, but we'll go to the HQ. We'll look at the log requested out. 90 riflemen requested out, and we did send 90 as well. 9 AT guns and 15 machine guns. That's because we were 3 garrison units, and that's what they need. How many riflemen do we have left? 3. So we had just enough. So right now, this unit is pretty good. We have it's sitting in a city setting here, urban city. I mean urban setting, and urban settings. We'll see if I can figure this out. Yeah, you can see the modifiers here. Riflemen, and I can't find them here. It's almost easier to go to the rifleman and look at him. We don't really have to, but let's look at him here. He has no modifier to anything in the game. It's kind of like the reference model, so anything else might have a negative modifier, like a tank will not have very good values in a town. But I think here, urban entrenchment value is really high, and that means the 100 here means that the first time they go in, they're going to get 100 in entrenchment, and then it can improve that all the way up to 200. And what does he have right now? He has 140 actually, so up to 200. So that's going to modify your fighting ability. I think it's going to modify the attacker's ability to do damage. It's pretty involved, the battles actually. So we'll look at that. I don't know all the details. The manual doesn't really tell you everything about the game. So we have our 3 garrison units now. Yep, they're all the same strength. 30 riflemen. Good. So, and he has 283% in staff support. The question is what I'm going to do up here. Well, let's take our second cav and head over here too. They're going to be better in the open terrain, so maybe we can move them down here and block if he's trying to attack here. It's almost like I want another HQ there with probably a leader as well, a little bit behind the lines, and then maybe line up some units here we can attack in. So you may be wondering, where are the Russians? Well, we may not see them. If you look here, this hex here has a recon value of 27. That's how much we can see into it, and that's because of this cav unit has 5 cav, and it has 5 recon values per cav. That equates to 27 recon points in this case. Down here, well, over here we have 6. 6 is not very good. That's because it's farther away from us. We don't know much about it. And over here, it's also 6. So, yeah, we don't know. That could be something here right now. So we should be careful not declaring war. I don't think I want to do that. If they have some kind of garrison unit up there, it would be tough. Now, do we need to get a leader and an HQ here and start pumping out units here? Maybe. Right now we're producing 6 staff and 13 riflemen. I have not, researched anything yet. We have 41 political points. We could research machine guns and then switch out maybe the staff to produce. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go to our decision room and say we want machine guns. That's going to cost us 24. Excellent defense versus infantry. And everybody starts with a Stone Age, so we're all going to have riflemen first, so we should be okay. This should be good. So there it is. Now we have 17 left. Still fine. And now we have the option here to produce machine guns. It costs 750 plus 1 raw for each machine gun, so that's kind of important. Do I want to switch it over? Well, let's look and see the other cities here. Chicago is halfway ready, the red bar there. Boston just barely coming out online now. I'm going to leave them the same. Instead, we'll switch our staff over to machine gun. Yeah, let's do it. I'm hesitating because I also need trains, right, to be able to supply any units up there. I mean, I've been able to do it so far with 2 trains, but okay, we'll do machine guns. 5. That's going to cost us a total of 5 raw. Yep, 1 for each. That will be next term, and that's going to be shipped out. Obviously not enough for 3 garrison units, but still, I think what I want to do is maybe this front here up there, we'll make a separate HQ for it, and all the units can then belong to that. Maybe with the exception of this garrison. Okay, well, we'll do that next turn, I think. I'll leave him for now. Okay, so we've moved everybody. We're up here. That's good. And I said I wanted to have machine guns and riflemen. Yeah, let's keep doing that. And let's go to the next turn. And I want to keep getting riflemen because I want a staple. My units are going to attack. Are they going to be riflemen or rangers? Remember, we have rangers as well. They have higher morale and more experience right out of the gate, I think. And they can entrench faster as well than riflemen. Okay, let's take a look and see what happened here. There's only one thing that happened up there. They expanded. Yeah, they're going to take this up there, auto expand. And we did take our raw, though, so we're making 13 now. Not very much. You get a lot more if you improve it, so I want to get engineers as well. Oh. Okay, let's move this unit. Oh, we took this one here. Okay, we're kind of... It's good. It's not bad. We can maybe swing around with a unit here later on. Okay, I'll take him, though, and move him down there, because he's yellow in supply there. Okay. And we're sitting here. We got 2 machine guns. Yep. You can look here from his perspective, requested in. He wanted 3 AT guns, and 5 machine guns. He got 2 of them. And that's because we only had 5, right? We only produced 5 machine guns this turn. So one of these units didn't get... Yeah, he only got 1. And this one got 2. So let's keep on producing a few more machine guns. I think that's going to be very helpful. For any kind of unit, really, right? So I do want to produce another HQ, but is now the right time? 4 here, that's pretty good. I mean, Chicago soon can do something. Getting 2 political points out of Boston as well. I think we'll sit tight. Maybe one more turn here. So now we should have pretty good coverage here. 33, yeah. 54, there's probably nobody here, I'm guessing. 54. So we're sitting tight there. Okay, yeah, we'll go with riflemen and the machine guns for now. I think we'll stay with that. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, I mean, I want to attack Russia, but I could create, some naval units instead and go ahead and attack maybe south to the Arab League, but while their cities are good, it's, Arabs living there, so they are not going to cooperate with us as much. What that actually means is that you can only produce a very few things in each city there. A few types of things. So we got 5 machine guns more there. Good, good, good. You can see the bar now is almost at the top. Good. How much do we have here? 4 out of 5. Oh, so this is going to be pretty good. 54 in strength. I like it. That is really quite nice. Stacking points. Where are the stacking points here? Oh, I don't remember where they are now. There's a lot of information here, so you have to pardon me. You can see the stacking points for each type of unit, but I thought we could see the stacking points, and you're probably seeing it, and I'm not. AP, readiness, experience, morale, entrenchment, law supply. Okay, but I think we said they are about, well, once they are fully staffed, the garrison will be 50. Okay. Alright, so he's doing good. He's in good shape. Leave him there. And he's almost maxed out. Do I need to get my leader now? He has 3, he has 3, and this one has 4, yeah. I think I might go ahead and get a leader. It's going to cost me quite a bit, but let's do that. So, make new unit. We're going to say HQ and leader, 10 points. But it's cheaper to do it now. Oh, he's pretty good, 21 there. We can only have 36 staff, effectively. That's pretty low, actually. Okay, so he's an HQ unit. His HQ should be the supreme one. So that kind of makes sense, right? We're having our cities ship their stuff they produce to our HQ, supreme HQ, and then he will ship it down to another HQ, which in turn will ship it onwards there. He has a different color. Let's see if we can select, maybe select red. Yeah, that's better. So he's red. I'm going to switch. Yeah, let's switch these over to, whenever you switch HQ for somebody, they'll take a loss of readiness, I think 50%, but let's do that now. That way they're going to be close to him and they're going to get a better modifier from the HQ. So yeah, let's do that. So we select HQ here, and we'll select our HQ there, and we'll say yes. And now what happened was, yep, readiness 50 and 100% coverage from the HQ. Good. Problem with him is that he has no staff, so his values are 0. This one we'll do the same thing for. And we'll say there, HQ. What about the garrison unit? I think I might do that as well. Yeah, let's do that. So he already has 3 units there that he needs to be supplying, and he's not doing anything. How do we get staff over there? Well, we could ship them over manually, but I think I'm going to create a special staff unit, or a special HQ unit at HQ. I'm going to call it, what am I going to call it? An army HQ. Okay, I'm going to name it. I'm going to put a text on there, so you can only have up to 5. Army, I think I have to put a, I'm going to abbreviate that ARY, and then a space in front, and they're going to put a number in front of it. First Army, second, and so forth. And what should he have? Well, I want to definitely say staff, right? And how many should we have on there? Maybe 30? Ooh, he can only have, what did we say? 30 something, right? We'll do 30 staff, and that's all. So what's going to happen is the Supreme HQ will try to ship that over to him, and that's kind of what I want. We have 30 staff here. Problem is, the Supreme HQ might then be without staff as well. Let's go ahead and create another HQ then to represent the Supreme one. We'll call this Theater HQ. Theater HQ there. I'm going to put some text on there as well. We're going to call it THR. Yeah. Not riflemen. Well, we're going to have staff, obviously, but how many? Do we need more or... Well, for now, let's set that to 30. We can update it later. So they're essentially going to be the same. And what do we have? Well, we have return yes. Doesn't really matter for him. That basically means that if you have too many of something, you will send it back. And I'm going to say no on this one. Don't send anything back to your superior HQ. The theater HQ doesn't have a superior one, so it doesn't really matter for him, but still, we'll set it there. So now, since he has 30, he's not going to ship anything out unless we produce something, which we are, right? Not. We switched over to machine guns, that's right. Okay, what I'm going to do then, and this is the problem here, left 0. Okay, that's good. Let's switch over to staff here. Instead of riflemen, we'll get 6 staff. And 6 machine guns? Yeah, it's good to have a few on hand, I feel. And we have 23 political points. I think we could probably... Can we get AT guns? 48. No, we can't. Excellent defense versus tanks or armored cars. And I think he will show up with that at some point if we declare war. We will have to define... I have to set up a unit that we can use to attack in. Maybe like an offensive styled infantry type unit. Maybe we'll think about that. Okay, I think that's all I want to do. Let's go to the next turn. So we're not making any progress up there against Russians right now. So he's going to have Anchorage for free. And what he's going to produce there, I'm sure, is political points. That's one of the few things you can produce. And it's 2 victory points as well. So if we don't take it, he's going to be closer to victory. Not that close right now, but eventually. Do we have history? Nope, nothing. Oh, so he didn't move any unit up there that we know of. Okay, he did something, though. Look at that. There's no bridge anymore across the river. He blew that bridge. Okay, you can do that with engineers, by the way. So what did we get? One machine gun here. Now, why did we get a machine gun here? Because this HQ, and we created an HQ. We never said what type it was, actually, but it got a request from one of its subordinates, probably this one, to send a machine gun. So we'd requested that from the Supreme HQ. Now it's here. Next term, we'll actually end up there. But we're going to say that this is of type Army HQ. First Army. Okay, good. So he will ask for staff. And then this one, we'll change it. It doesn't really matter. We'll do it anyway, so we know. That's our theater. That's our army. Blue versus red. So I think we're in decent shape here. 90% action points. Readiness, 80. We switched him over, but he's going back up. Close to the HQ, but there's no staff. That's a bad thing. He's getting his supplies. And we have some machine guns in there now. So that's good. Over here, we have the same kind of situation, but they belong to this HQ. Okay, do I need to get more trains? I feel I need to get more trains as well. By the way, how much does he have? 36 staff there now. So what does that mean? Well, if you look at his requested out, nothing yet, because I didn't say that this HQ should be of type Army HQ, which requires staff. So he didn't send anything. Next time, he's going to be sending. So I want to keep going with that staff. Let's switch over the machine guns to trains. They're expensive. 20 raw. 3,000 points there. One train. Wait a minute. I am not even using all my points. Okay, that's been the case for a couple of turns, right? We'll go up to 20 staff then. Yeah, so you could actually do less than 100%. Easy to miss, at least for me. Okay, so what else do we have going on? 4, 4, 4. We're going to get 12 political points now. Wow, that's good. I want to get to 48, wasn't it, to get the AT gun. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll let our garrison unit stay there. What is this one? He has 5 machine guns already. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next turn then. I'm hoping the Arabs don't attack. Now it's winter, by the way. And I think winter will impact your ability to fight in certain terrain. I will look that up before anything happens, obviously. And we don't have any air force anyway, so don't have to worry about that. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second, a couple minutes. And where were we? Well, we have our front. That's right. Staff is a problem here, right? Okay. Oh, he has 28 staff now. Okay, we do have 28 staff. He requested in how many? He wanted 7. He got 26. Okay, that's good. And he's going to keep anything excess, but we already said we're going to have 30 is what he needs. So he has 472 percentage in staff. That's because he only has 3 units right now. Now the question is, should I produce more units along the front line here? Another type? We only have machine guns and riflemen right now. Well, we also have rangers, right? And they're really good. So maybe we'll create another unit. What about down here? 3 trains. Yep, that's right. We did produce 1 more train. 1 cav is left over. 1 machine gun. 30 rifle. 30 staff. What I want to do, I think, instead of getting more staff, let's go ahead and switch that. I'm going to lose here the leftover, but that's fine. And we're going to deal with a ranger. Let's do rangers. Yep, we're going to lose that. And 14 rangers is what we should get. What do we have? 45 political points. 3 more. We can get 80 guns. Research, that's good. Boston and Chicago are only going for political points, right? I think so. 6 and 4. And yeah, let's keep that. Another thing I haven't looked at in a while is our supply. 444 is what we're producing. How much are we actually using now? Supply here, 217. That's still good. We're still okay with that. And there's a lot of information on this stat screen. Now, I will show you real quick. Let's see, where is that? Force. Who has the biggest units? Well, number of units. We don't have that many. USA, Russia is right there. Germany is expanding. France and China. Ooh, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. You can also look at the order of battle, and we can see at our theater HQ has 1 other HQ, which in turn has 3 units. And the theater itself has 2 units reporting to it, so you can see how that works. Okay, so let's see then. I did switch over to Rangers. That's good enough for now. And a train. Yeah, I want more trains. I want to be able to send them across. And you know what? I'm going to make one change to our Army HQ, the one that we're going to use by the Frontline. I'm going to say that it needs trains as well. We're going to say trains because I want something to be shipped back and forth. Quantity, well, that's just 2 trains. And maybe what we'll do as well, we'll add some trucks. Trucks are useful because they can ship things without having a road, actually. So we're going to want trucks in there. Set quantity, we'll go with 4. We're not going to have any right now, so that's going to be fine. Theater HQ, well, I guess he's going to need the same thing. So let's go ahead and set trains. And I'm going to say, actually, maybe 6 trains there. And we're going to say another formation. It's going to be trucks. And we're going to have 4 trucks. Okay, so once we produce that, we're going to have it. So I would like to produce that as well, but I'm focusing on getting political points here, I guess. Yeah, I think that's important. Okay, so we're getting supply enough. Supply political points. We could reduce that, actually. Rangers and a train. But I think I want to also set up a new type of unit that we can use to put along the border, maybe here, to help us attack. Let's see what we can do. Let's go to the model designer and add a new unit, and we're going to call it Ranger Infantry. Let's do that. And we're going to have type formation. I want to pick Rangers first of all. Remember I said they had better morale and more experience right out of the gate. And quantity, I'm going to go with... well, let's do 25. And then we'll have a few riflemen in there because if they get attacked, I kind of want them to soak up some of that damage. Riflemen. So maybe 10 of them. And what else are we going to have? Well, it's not going to be purely defensive here. Or actually, it shouldn't be much defensive. Let's go ahead and add a new formation and do... how about a mortar? Or no, how about a bazooka? So for bazooka, anti-tank guns and bazooka kind of complementary. Not complementary. They're kind of fulfilling the same role. They have a few different stats, and I have not played it enough to be able to tell what's better when, but we're going to go with bazookas. So it'd be good to attack. If we're going to attack, we're going to attack with bazookas against armored cars. Quantity, I'm going to go with... do 5? 5 bazookas. And then we'll add one more type. And so bazookas against armored. What about against... infantry units? I think either an infantry gun, they're pretty big, or mortars. I think a mortar is smaller in the game. So we're going to do a quantity of 3 on that. And that's on my Ranger infantry. The symbol is going to be, I think this is a symbol, Special Forces symbol, I think. And what is the size here? It's a brigade, or so 35 stack points, 43. We'll go with that's division size. We'll go brigade as well. Okay, and that's Ranger infantry. Now I don't want to put a unit here right now. A unit that's empty because first of all, if he attacks, it's going to go away. Second, there's no road here. It's going to be very difficult to supply him with what he needs. So maybe we'll do that a little bit later. Instead, maybe what we should produce is a couple of engineers, or one engineer, to build a road maybe going up here parallel, so we can easily supply. Although, how useful is that once we attack into the hexes? It's not going to be as useful to do that. So maybe it's better to leave the road as it is and just attack in this general area here. Leave some kind of screening force over there, so if he attacks in, we can defend. Yeah, maybe like a garrison up here that can sit in the forest. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. So maybe we don't need an engineer right away. It would be good to get an engineer to improve the raw here as well, the oil. We're still getting a train. How many trains do we have here in this guy? 3. Okay, we need more trains. Okay, we'll wait with that then. We'll just sit tight. One more turn here. And I might have missed something again. It's easy to do in the game. We'll take a look and see what everybody else is up to as well. It will be interesting to see if Russia has... I think I saw something there. Vladivostok. There's a lot of fighting going on, I think, over there. Nothing happened that we know of, but let's take a look at the actual map. If I scroll right, they have Moscow. Look at that. This belonged to France. France was up here, and then Russia is pushing back now. So Russia took St. Petersburg. Vladivostok belongs to France. They were not quick enough to get that. Now, what about in the north? Oil and raw. They're moving towards the mercenary base there. They're going to get some good use out of that. Okay. So France took that. Germany was not able to. Let's zoom out one level. Germany is here. They're down. They took that oil. This is... France was up here. And now Germany is coming down. They took Bordeaux, Toulouse, Lyon, and Le Havre as well. Going for that lab. Okay, so they got that lab in sight. Looks like the Chinese are coming in from the east. Auto expansion here, I bet. But they're going to take that oil, I'm thinking. Yeah, they will. What about the Arab League? They're coming from the west. Okay. Oh, they're up there with the port. France did take that port, but there is no Arabs right there to the west of that. They've taken Tripoli as well. I'm just looking at the status bar. So they have taken 2 of their cities there. The Casablanca, no. Okay. So France is actually in good shape. They have 4 cities that French people live in, and then 1 they can use for political points as well. They have not taken this here, the airbase. Nope. Okay, so Russia is not great. They need to do something here, and maybe they will next turn. We'll see how that goes. We're producing rangers and trains. Yeah, let's go with that. I'll go one more turn. I'm just hoping Russia won't attack us up there. I don't think he will. Haven't seen any units, and he only has 2 cities. Soon he'll get that mercenary base, though. Oh, I saw something out there now. Yeah, we'll take a look. Hey, I don't like it. Looks like quite a large unit there. Maybe. Let's go ahead and zoom in. And we have our history here. What happened? 33rd Division moves. So let's take a look. Does he actually have the same? No, he has 7 infantry gone and 10 riflemen. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, that's what we think anyway. Our recon value is 33. We're not very accurate at all with these 2 only. So that could be a lot less. But we're thinking 7 infantry gun. Let's go ahead and compare them to riflemen and see what the difference is. Because I know we have a lot of riflemen. And we also have a lot of, a few machine guns as well. So, this is a light field artillery to fight in the front line. Very much like a mortar, okay? Has a longer range. And it can do artillery attacks, okay. But it can only do those attacks when it's level 2 and higher. That means it can't be countered. When you do an artillery attack, it's a one-way, basically. Let's go ahead and look at the general stats. It's very slow. The rifleman is faster. Foot. It takes more supply, weighs more, so when you transport, it's going to take a lot more. Recon points 1, that's the same. Everything is the same there, right? Okay, let's look at the combat stats. Initiative is higher. That means it's going to attack sooner in a battle than a rifleman. Defense as well, okay. It gets 2 attacks versus 1, and what that actually means is, I think, is that if you look at this number here, let's say the infantry gun is attacking a rifleman. So right here, it gets 200 in attack value, but that's split among 2 attacks, so 100 each time. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Versus the rifleman only gets 1 attack, but when he attacks a artillery piece, which is what that is, he will be 26 in attack, so not nearly as good, right? Stacking points 5, so it takes up a lot more along the front line. So if you have a lot of these, it's going to be inefficient. But for each hex you attack from, you get 50 stack points you can use. If you go over that, you're going to take a negative modifier. Hit to kill ratio, so when he hits, the chance to kill, I think, is 15%, so lower than the rifleman. Same thing here for retreat. For the opponent to retreat, it's a little bit lower there. Entrenchment, he doesn't entrench very fast. And power points just like a factor how important this unit is. If you look at the number that you get on the hex itself, or on the counter, That's what that really translates to. And you can see his numbers here. If he attacks with an infantry gun against our infantry unit, it's 200 in attack. So that is pretty darn good. If we attack him, it's 50. He is 50 in defending, basically. Like we attack with 26, he can defend with 50. So, that is not, that's a very strong. Armor 300. And by the way, these numbers on the left shows his preference. So for the infantry gun, he will try to attack an infantry. Then, if he can't do that, artillery, soft mobile, armor, and then he doesn't care about the last 4 over there. So let's go back to these values real quick. It says attack here. The first number shows you when you are attacking somebody, you get 200. When you're defending, you're also attacking. You're taking your turn attacking when you're defending. You get 50 there. So that's the difference there between those numbers. Okay, so it's pretty good. It's a pretty good, strong unit. If he has 7, I don't know. He may not. He will do short work here with our cav, I'm sure of it. Okay, because cav is considered infantry as well. And they had 200, right? So we do have a pretty good rifleman here. Machine gun, let's actually compare the machine gun to the infantry gun. There. Not super familiar with the different values, so let's see. Weighs a lot less, yeah, that's fine. Combat stats. Yeah, he has very high initiative compared to the machine gun. We can do more attacks, but if you look at the attack numbers here, these are ours here, and this is the infantry gun. And they're in different order now because we're looking at the machine gun. So the machine gun wants to attack soft mobile and artillery first and foremost. Attack 78 there, infantry 90, but defense value 270. So he's really good at defending, actually. So if he attacks with the infantry gun, that machine gun is going to do a lot. It's going to be very useful. So I don't know. Does it mean he's going to attack us? I'm not sure. Where are we at now? We have 72 political points. I am thinking I want some NT guns. Let's do that. Well, what does that mean for building-wise? Right now, we're getting some rangers and a train. Oh. Yeah, not the best, right? So, I think we're going to skip the trains for now, right? How many do we have? 6 trains. That's fine. Let's go with that 6 trains. And what about our our first army headquarters? 26 staff, still plenty. Okay, let's switch trains, and we'll now go to artillery and say AT gun. We get 1. We're producing 1.3, so we'll get 2 occasionally. We have a few rangers here too, I think, right? 28 rangers now. Okay, that's good. AT gun there. We also want mortars, right? But I don't have any research done, so can't do that. I think what I'll do, I'll move a ranger unit in here, but we'll produce him here. I don't want him to take, to be... If they do a surprise attack, he will be lost, basically, if there's no unit there. Okay, we're going to put him there, and we're going to say it's going to be of our ranger infantry. And we're going to let that take care of itself. So it's the 1st Ranger Infantry Brigade, strength 0. Okay, what did we say that ranger was going to have? Rifleman, bazookas, mortar. And I create the AT gun because of I wanted to be able to protect my garrison. Yeah, that's true. So bazookas and mortars are what we need to start focusing on here. 23. How much does it cost to get bazooka? Oh, we can't get it yet. We need to have mortar first. Okay, mortar. 24. Okay, we can get that next turn. We'll probably do that, right? And I'm not producing any engineers to increase our raw. Eventually, it's going to be a problem once we get tanks out there, so that will be something we want to focus on. 180 gun. Or it's going to be slow. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go here and I'll go there. Maybe something like that instead. Do we have any excess riflemen here? Yeah, we have 30. Okay. That's good, I think. I could take the political points out of this equation. You know what? I might do that and let the other 2 cities focus on political points. Instead, we'll do Infantry will do more riflemen. And we're not going to have 0. We'll go down here. 6. So we have a little bit of a trickle of riflemen there. Okay. So that will have to do it for now. We will pick it up next turn. Join me then with more from Advanced Tactics. Bye. Hey guys, this is Time and Tactics. Thank you very much for watching the video. It sure helps me out a lot. If you'd like, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and or that like, and I will see you in the next video.